A former Fox News reporter is suing the network for wrongful termination, claiming that he was fired for speaking the truth. So Jason Donner alleges in his lawsuit that Fox News knew that Trump's big lie was just that, a big lie. Now, this is about the 2020 election, of course. He claims, though, that to win back viewership and pledge its loyalty to President Trump, Fox's corporate leadership purged the news division and those reporters who spoke out against claims of election fraud. So, look, this is a wrongful termination and discrimination claim, and it seeks undisclosed damages and expenses, as well as a judgment that would prohibit Fox News from discriminating or retaliating against Donner or other current or former Fox News employees. So this was filed back on September 27th, and the lawsuit did not come to light until early this week in a report by the Daily Beast. So we know, of course, from their internal communications that Fox News is full of crap. Yeah, of course they knew that they were selling a lie. That's what they do all the time. So when the suit claims that the network immediately capitulated to Trump in their coverage of the 2020 election, these election fraud charges, then, well, it's 100% the truth. We know that's what happened. Post-election layoffs included the reporter who had made an announcement on the air, Chris Steyerwalt, and about 20 other journalists. The suit says these are all journalists that push back against the Trump election fraud narrative that Fox News was eventually sued by Dominion voting systems for and settled for about $787.5 million. So now the lawsuit cites text messages between Lachlan Murdoch, the co-chair of Fox parent company, News Corp, and network CEO Suzanne Scott, in which Scott is quoted as saying the network's Arizona call was damaging, but we will highlight our stars and plant flags, letting the viewers know we hear them and we respect them. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, respect doesn't mean tell me sweet little pretty lies. So, I have a different view, I guess, of respect. Truth hurts sometimes. Sometimes it sucks to hear it, but you got to hear it. But Fox News didn't want to tell their viewers the truth, and the viewers didn't want to hear the truth. And so Fox said, well, okay, well, if they really don't want to hear reality, if they're not interested in reality, for us, it's more profitable to lie anyway, because that's how we built our empire in the media. So, okay, we're just going to keep lying. I mean, we really don't want our viewers to run off to Newsmax. And so, they're our competition. Yeah, so we're just going to keep lying to them. What's the harm, right? Well, there's a lot of harm. Now, in other text messages, Fox host has also discussed trying to get reporter Jackie Heinrich fired for, again, telling the truth. So they've waged a campaign of intimidation and silence in what, dare I say, cancel culture inside of their own company if you speak out and actually say things that are true. So now, according to the suit, Donner was reprimanded and prohibited from expressing opinions when on November 19, 2020, he posted on Twitter, known as X now, that Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani claimed voter fraud in Philadelphia, but told a Pennsylvania court that this is not a fraud case. Interesting. Another example of the internal versus external disconnect here was on January 6th when Trump supporters stormed the Capitol. Donner was working in the Senate's radio and television correspondence gallery when the Capitol was breached, according to the claim. As the Capitol began to be attacked, he said he sought refuge inside the Fox News booth as the network reported that the rioters were quote-unquote peaceful. Yes, peaceful, yes. As the violence continued, including gunshots, Fox News reporters said of rioters on the air, according to the claim, when you hear their voices, you can understand why they were severely disappointed. Okay, now wait a minute here. Disappointed is going, man, I can't believe we lost. It sucks. Or, I mean, even, the meme of the woman breaking down in tears when Trump won, right? That's something that the right wing loves to point at. The make liberals cry. And they meme the crap out of her still to this day. They won't let it go. That's disappointment. Okay?
Disappointed!
That's disappointment. But as far as like the Capitol rioters, that was beyond disappointment. That was a concerted effort to F some shit up. Okay, that's what that is. Rage, anger, and an attempt to try to intimidate members of Congress, including Vice President Mike Pence, from certifying the election results. Okay, now Donner, during that, called the Fox News control room and said, "I don't want to hear any of this expletives on our air ever again because you're gonna get us all killed." That's how serious it was. Okay, and it didn't stop there. The suit also alleges that Donner later on had complained to management about Fox host Tucker Carlson's, a former Fox host Tucker Carlson's special called Patriot Purge, which claimed that January 6th was actually done not by Trump supporters. Oh no, it was organized by Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Ridiculous story. Now, Donner worked on a piece debunking that conspiracy theory and other false claims in the special. The suit says Carlson's special was written by a director of white nationalist documentaries and promoted across Fox programs. I never heard of Donner's piece, though. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe I came across it at some point, but I don't think it was all that well promoted in the network. Whereas Carlson's Patriot Purge, you can still watch it today, even though Tucker Carlson's not part of the network anymore. You can still watch it on Fox News on their website. Now, the suit says Patriot Purge was released despite the fact that Fox News knew it contained false information. And by spring of 2022, Donner had been ordered by his news supervisor to inaccurately report on the election and former President Donald Trump, to continue his lies, of course. And look, Donner eventually went on medical leave. When he returned, he filed a written complaint to his supervisor and the network's HR department, which resulted in an over 2-hour-long Zoom meeting, which led to nothing being done. Following month, Donner had taken a sick day as a result of, getting the COVID shot. And that resulted in his supervisor calling him the next day, yelling at him while questioning his work ethic, and he was fired the following day. Wow. So the suit says that, this was discrimination. This was wrongful termination. I had a sick day, but it wasn't about the sick day. And I love how that whole, we're just, poor work performance, that's what that is. Your work ethic. I got some questions about that. It just doesn't seem like you're working all that hard enough, I mean, I take a day to be sick. Oh, how dare you? No, it wasn't about that. No, it was pretty clear that they were looking for a reason to try to get rid of him because he was challenging the official narrative. Look, Fox News sold out to Trump. We knew that. One of the biggest examples, by the way, of audience capture that I've ever seen, and it's completely their fault. They're controlled by the Fox News audience. And look, the reason I say it's their fault is because for years they have cultivated this alternate reality with Republican viewers, telling them not to trust anybody else. They're all lying to you. Mainstream media, they hate you. They hate you. They're lying to you. They're all Democrats, and so we tell the 100% unvarnished truth. We're the only ones that you can trust. While they, of course, say things that are not true. Then Trump comes around, tells a bunch of lies. That the mainstream media comes in and does debunking of, and immediately Fox viewers think, oh, well, he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth about this. Election fraud? Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah. No, totally. Yeah, yep, that's what happened. They stole it. And then when Fox News says, well, some of the reporters point out, hey, actually, no, there isn't really any merit to this. These allegations of voter fraud, doesn't matter. Pisses off their viewership, and they do a complete backpedal, and there it is. And look, the only reason they believe all this is because they want to, right? Fox News, though, has done such a good job conditioning them to reject factual information that does not align with them. They cannot accept the truth. They're not able to accept things that run counter to their narrative. It's the ultimate, we believe feelings over facts. That's what that is. Fox News is a safe space. They reject factual reality because they don't like it. They don't agree with it. It's all fake news. Now that, of course, that's been really good for Fox News up until Dominion, right? And now potentially up until this. But it's generally been bad for everyone else. If you were not Fox News, if you're not Donald Trump, then yeah, this is bad. This is bad for the country, because you have however many millions of Fox viewers, not just uninformed, but like criminally misinformed in ways that we've never even seen before. Just you know, living in a completely alternate reality. It's terrible. Look, it's one thing to have opinions, right? Of course, and you know, opinions are opinions. You don't have to agree with it, etc. But generally, we agree on the same set of facts that you can base your opinion on. But we're not at that situation. We're not at that point, okay? Look, it's an entirely other thing to knowingly mislead your audience, and that's what Fox News does. That's been their business model for decades at this point, and you know, I don't see it stopping unless they're forced to. And I don't mean the government rolling in and you know, doing it that way. No. I don't agree with that. I think we should have press freedom. But these things like these lawsuits, defamation suits, wrongful termination suits, things like that, that might be a way to do it. Because again, the only reason that they're lying is for money. So if you make it much more profitable to actually tell the truth as opposed to lie, punish them for lying through their wallets, well, that might be one way to get Fox News to actually at least accept reality.